Hi guys, so I'm here at the 2017 IAA. So we've come all the way over to Frankfurt to check out all of the BAG Group's brand new releases. Now I've never been to a car show like this before, I haven't done Geneva, but I'm really excited to see what's actually going to be brought out by all the manufacturers this year, and some of my absolute favourites in there. Obviously Lamborghini, we've got Audi, we've got Bugatti, we've got Seat, Skoda, Volkswagen, they're all in here. But we're going to start on the Audi stand, which, as usual, I picked out probably the most modified car that I could find. Anything that's covered in carbon, wings, side skirts, you name it, I'm there. Let's have a look at this. This beautiful Nogaro blue example here is showcasing all of the Audi Performance Sports optional extras, which is everything with the aero kit, which is mountains of carbon and gloss black, just how I like it, including this exterior wing, which, as we all know, I love anything which is basically aftermarket. This looks absolutely great. Even on the interior, you can see the carbon strut brace in there. I'm not doing a very good job of showing you. Taking out the rear seats, which gives it the more sporty feel. I absolutely love this. It's so aggressive. It suits me down to a T. That carbon rear diffuser. This is a thing of beauty. So moving to the interior, I always feel, even though these cars are quite supercars, what better to give it that feel than the old start-stop mode? And this new GT RS Coupe has got that. Seats. I like the fact that they've taken the rear seats out as well. I mean, it feels like a proper little race car. This would be the perfect debut for me. I don't know about you, but definitely for me. Moving on from the GT RS Coupe that we just looked at, I have behind me the very first R8 V10 rear-wheel drive, but they call it the RWS, that's rear wheel series, and they're going to bring out the Spider and the Coupe versions. Pretty much the same internals, but they're making a limited run of these cars, so there'll be 999 of them, which is always good to get the exclusivity fees in there. I love the fact that they were playing a video behind us, which basically showed a guy spinning it around a parking garage, and they're like, don't try this at home. But if I had a rear-wheel drive R8, that's exactly what I would be doing. Now, as far as differences go, with the Spider, top speed 318, with the Coupe it's a 320. It's 50 kilograms lighter with the Coupe and 40 kilograms lighter with the Spider. So it's essentially the same car, but just sort of reimagined a little bit. To be honest, if I was going to have an R8, they're not really my thing. A rear-wheel drive one sounds wicked. So we have behind us the brand new Bentley Continental GT. Now this is the third generation of this car. Not gonna lie, it wasn't really my thing before, but the way they have redesigned it is a lot sleeker and it looks a lot more luxurious. I mean, it's with the internals that it's got on it, it's got a W12 engine, which is 635 horsepower, and that's pushing out 900 newton meters of torque. That must be insane to drive, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, walking around it, you can see that obviously the exterior styling, it's all very, very Bentley, isn't it? Lots of chrome, very shiny. It's a very nice car. So the interior of the new Continental GT is pretty special. I mean, there's a lot of effort gone into this. What I most love about this, when I think of Bentley, I think of like heritage brand, you know, people with Rolex watches, etc, etc. You have these lovely dials here, but in keeping with all the new tech that all these cars have to have these days, you have this. The new interface is amazing. You can control everything from here. You have the heads-up display. Everything is now digital. They've really, really kicked it up a gear with their interiors. I mean, this whole situation here, there's lots of buttons to press. I actually don't know what I'm doing, so I don't want to turn anything on that I'm not supposed to. But I really think that they have improved it massively. So I have behind me brand new Bugatti Chiron. This thing is an absolute monster. The closest I've ever got to these cars was when we went to the Sparco factory and I found out that they made the seats for them. That is honestly as close as I've ever been, and now it's sitting right behind me. This car is absolutely insane. 1,500 horsepower, 8 litres, 16 cylinders, 4 turbochargers. It's mental. And now this one is the 42 seconds world record, so that can go all the way up to 400 kilometers an hour and all the way back down to the standing point zero in just 42 seconds. It's a monster. So we've just moved over from Bugatti to one of my favourite supercar manufacturers ever, it's more the styling attributes that I prefer on the Performante. With this one that you can see here, they've taken the flag off the side of it. It's got the forged carbon on the front, which kind of gives that sort of marble effect. And they've got that carrying on through the interior. You have the gloss on the front and also on the rear wing, and then they have the sort of matte finish inside. And when I first saw it in the one that I drove in Monaco, I really wasn't that sure about it, but after seeing this, I have one in an absolute heartbeat. I think my favourite thing about Lamborghini of all the models, when you start looking at supercars and comparing the different ones, I have to admit the road presence of an Aventador of the Performante is insane. When you see that coming up in your rear view mirror, you know about it. So I have behind me the GT2 RS. Now I first saw this at Goodwood and I was like, okay, I like it. But getting up close to this thing and actually seeing the stats, you come to realise how much of a special car this is. It's a 6-cylinder twin-turbo boxer engine, and that's pushing out 700 horsepower with 750 newton meters of torque. I mean, that must just be absolutely bonkers to drive. I like the silver, but if you look up there, that yellow Bumblebee, that has got to be mine. I mean, really, this is the perfect track toy, and then you can actually just drive out and drive it home. I mean, it's just insane. All this carbon. I mean, my favourite part of it is, again, I don't know what it is about wings, but I really, really enjoy them. And this one smacks of Porsche race cars, GT cars. It just looks amazing. I don't know what screams race car more than a set of Porsche magnesium wheels, and these also come with, obviously, the centre lock on there. Oh man, this is the 21-inch version, but you can actually also get the 20s, but I think they look bigger. Bigger is always better, kids. But I don't know, it might be, but in this case, definitely. So moving to a Porsche that we haven't actually seen before, we've got the 911 GT3 Touring package behind me. Now this car's got a few subtle differences. As you can see, the aero is changed, got rid of that rear wing. It also only comes in manual, but the car's still got 500 brake horsepower, and also it is running at the top speed of 316 kilometers per hour. So aside from all the hypercars, supercars, a bit more affordable, but still no less any more fun to drive. We've got the brand new limited edition Leon Cupra R. 310 brake horsepower, manual gearbox, finished here in like a really nice matte grey with all copper accents on it. It's got like little sporty carbon bits all over it. Like, it's actually a really, really nice car, and I bet it'd be wicked fun to drive. So these cars are actually limited edition, so there is only 799 of them being made. But look, it's actually really, really nice in here. I really enjoy all the copper little accents on it. I would 100% have one of these as a daily. Manual box as well. Imagine taking this around the track. So aside from all the supercars, hot hatches, hypercars, there is actually a lot more to be seen here. As you can see behind me, the California XXL, which is Volkswagen's newest recreational vehicle. And it's all got the latest tech in it. They're all pretty amazing vehicles. And as we go over here, we've got the brand new Volkswagen Amarok Adventure. Now I can really imagine me having one of these, but would obviously get a lift kit for it, get about 4 foot in the air. Not to everyone's taste, but mine. Okay, one thing which is definitely going to divide the die-hard fans. We have Volkswagen's brand new take on the electric camper. Now this is many, many moons away from the original beige, split windows, air-cooled camper vans that Volkswagen originally made. But it has everything in it that you would expect from the modern, most electric vehicles. Look, you've even got your iPad stand in here, panoramic roof with your surfboards intact. So it's still going for the same sort of theme, but obviously miles away from the original model. Look at this dashboard. It's insane. Oh, there he is. I can't quite get my head around it. I know it's the future, but having grown up, looking at old air-cooled splits and bays, this thing is amazing. Obviously, star of the show for me, the original Golf Rabbit, well, Golf GTI. Look at this little bad boy. I so badly wanted one of these when I was younger, and I ended up settling on the E21. But still, this is where it all started, and it's good to see that Volkswagen haven't forgot its roots. This must be an early one because it's a little small bumper, but it's in amazing condition. It's good to see concourse cars still are around, because it's still got the old car smell though. Oh yeah. Love it. So that's it for today. We've had a highlight of the cars that we've seen. There's so much more to see here. I haven't even got the entire evening to go through it. So we're going to be back here tomorrow. Obviously the cars we saw earlier, we've got the Aventador S Roadster, we've got the new Porsches, we've got that lovely little GT3 RS Coupe which is over there, which I'm keeping my eye on. And we've ended up back here at Audi with their brand new AI Elaine, which scares the life out of me if I'm honest. So I'm going to get myself to bed and we'll be back tomorrow. See you soon.